And the last thing, the last dance, or the last speaker, or you got that last final group photo to shoot and you're out of batteries. What's going on, content creators? This is Gary, and today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to tell if you're an amateur photographer. These are things that I've heard from clients, I've heard from friends, from family, and fellow photographers, and I want to share it with you in hopes to shed light on what you can do different if you find yourself practicing one of these snafus or faux pas, and you want to be different. You don't want to be considered an amateur. You're going to see some ways that you can up your game without really costing a lot of money, hopefully, but also giving your clients a better experience and making it easier for you as a photographer and having more confidence in what you do. So, number 1, not having backup batteries. This may seem simple, but as a photographer, as a videographer, you gotta have some batteries. And I usually wear cargo pants, as I've shared with you before, because I like to carry batteries, spare batteries in my pockets, and these are a must. So whenever you get a camera, if you are a photographer or even a videographer, all these apply the same way. Make sure to have money set aside to get at least 1 extra battery. Man. Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on. I know the music was going. We're going to stop the wedding for just my battery went out, but it's okay. It's okay. We're in luck. I've got my charger. Just give me about 45 minutes to an hour, and I'll be able to finish the rest of the wedding. So until then, let's go ahead and can we just take a break and eat some cake or something, and we can redo that whole walking down the aisle, because for your camera, because typically the best thing that I would recommend anybody to do is to get a attachment to their camera to allow you to put in 2 batteries into it. So it's like a battery extension, and when you do that, you assure yourself at least twice the length of time to shoot and or video your clients, whether it's an event, if it's just a photo shoot. You have that confidence to see your batteries not go down completely, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours even. A lot of cameras can go even longer than that, which is great. But if you don't have that extra battery, and the last thing, the last dance, or the last speaker, or you got that last final group photo to shoot and you're out of batteries, that's really bad. So you don't want to do that. It's a real simple fix. Just get an extra battery. All right. Number 2, not having a backup camera. Now this is probably the most expensive thing on the list, not having a backup camera. But to me, this doesn't mean you got to have the same exact camera as your backup. It could be your older camera. It could be a refurbished or used camera, a lower priced item. So if you have a Canon 5D as your main shooter, 5D Mark III or Mark IV, then maybe you get an older version 5D, like a 5D Mark II as your backup shooter if you're a photographer. Hey, real talk. When I first started, I would use a DSLR to shoot my videos, and then I would use and bring a camcorder as my backup. So this was my backup for the first few years. And it's not necessarily the best quality. It doesn't match the same quality as a DSLR. But I didn't want to let my client down by not having the ability to get the shot done no matter what. So this is an extreme case of a backup, just because it's not the same quality, but at the same time, if it's all you got, then you make it work. So it could be something as simple as a camcorder for that backup, but you got to have something. You might have to use your phone, as a backup, or even just another point and shoot camera or something along those lines. But make sure you have some type of backup should any of your technology fail. For me, I use a Canon 7D Mark II, and my backup is a 70D. which is just a little less professional camera in terms of durability and all that good stuff, but it is the same type of camera. It's APS-C, which I prefer for video, and it's got a flip screen actually that my 7D Mark II does not have, but it's not as weather sealed as my main camera, the 7D Mark II. It doesn't have the same functionality with audio controls while I'm videotaping. I can actually change the audio on my main shooter. On my backup, I cannot. My main shooter, I can plug up a headphone and a microphone. On my backup, I can only plug up the microphone. But that's okay as long as I've got the backup. I can still use the same lenses. I can plug up the microphone and I can still get the same audio. Pretty much the same video quality as well, just with a little less functionality. But I have the backup just in case. All right, so it could be that you drop your main camera and it breaks, or it could be that it just fails on you and just flips out without giving you real clarity on what's going on. You don't want to sit there and try to finagle with it. If you can help it, you can just put it back in the bag, take the lens off, take the microphone off if you're doing a video shoot, put your flash on if you're doing a photo shoot, and just swap it out and keep the party moving.